Good afternoon, I am the Zombie J, and this is my video on the recent news of, well, hold on, of a new potential Bionicle set being released this year. And the news is, well, we all know the 90th anniversary thing, Lego anniversary thing, is a thing. And, well, Bionicle didn't win. So, we thought we were screwed, but then this news came up. So, yeah. The Lego Ideas thing, the Bricklink thing was a complete disaster. Bionicle didn't get really a whole hell of a lot of pre-orders. The Sudoku thing, and I'd say it was rigged. So, what one was Castle, specifically a variant of Castle, I guess. Lionheart Castle, where the flipping fuck that is. I'm gonna say it outright. It was rigged. It was rigged from the start, I'd say. And yeah, I'm not a big fan of Castle. I mean, I had one of the ninja sets from the 90s. And I still actually have one of the booklets, the instruction pamphlets. I discovered like a month ago or so. So, what does that tell you? But I was never a big fan of Castle. I mean, I thought they were alright, but I was never really into that stuff. I don't think I was even born in that era. Maybe I was, I don't know. I was born in 1994, so maybe that was the era of Castle and Ninja and whatever. All that crap. But we're not getting a buildable action figures. CCBS is dead. It died with Star Wars. The Last Jedi and Han Solo sets. Yeah, it died with that. It started to die with Bionicle G2, and then honestly, I think the Star Wars sets is where it truly died, because nobody was really buying them. And of course, places like Walmart are gonna want to look at a potential Bionicle G3 thing. It's like, nah, don't want it. Yeah, well, Walmart's overrated anyway. Fuck you. So, while Castle won the main contest, basically is what it is, I'd say, the main vote. There is a thing called the Lego 90th anniversary classic set, a $50 classic set that's coming out on May 1st. Apparently, it's a big box of Lego like small little sets that you can build from classic lines like Castle, Ninjago before the reboot, apparently. Technic as well. What else? Pirates, Space, all that good stuff. And one that really caught my eye and also kind of discussed in a certain way is Bionicle. Now, I'm not disgusted that Bionicle is part of this, but I'm happy that Bionicle is getting represented in some way. My disgust lies with the design of the figure. It's a brick build set it just looks freaking weird. And of course, it's Tahu, the poster boy of Bionicle. G1 and G2. Now here in 2022, we're getting a little dude. I'd say it's about a couple inches tall. It looks kind of weird, and it has these googly eye looking things, and it kind of reminds me of the Mixels in a way, and the Mixels sucked balls. Those things were horrid. I'm glad I never got any of them. Fuck you twice. So, but yeah, while the Mixels were a travesty, this doesn't look too much like those, because the Mixels were absolute garbage and I hated every single one of them. Never got any of them. Glad I didn't. So, Bionicle, the Tahu thing is obviously made of bricks, as well as a flame piece for a flame sword, and the handle, where the flame sword is attached to these curved like things. I actually had a couple of those in a Technic set, and overall this figure just looks weird. It looks quirky. It doesn't really scream iconic to me anymore. I mean, one thing annoys me is that it doesn't have the chest ball thing. And I guess they couldn't figure out a way to do that, so can't fault them too much for that. Doesn't look like there will be a gear of any sort on the back or anything to represent that fucking gear on the back of the figures. But I don't know. Check this out. So there's what we're getting. Yeah, it looks kind of, well, obviously they just took the instruction manual, the cover of the instruction manual from the 2001 set. See, it says 2001 right there. And right next to it is this quirky, weird looking thing. Is that supposed to be Tahu? It opens the door for mocking with this new style that they're going for this. And quite frankly, if this sells enough copies, quite enough copies and people actually buy it for Bionicle and kind of, just appreciate the fact that it's part of this set, and if it's successful enough, I'm sure Lego would probably release a full line of these little mini dudes. But this is kind of disrespectful in my opinion. It looks kind of ugly. At the same time, looks kind of minuscule and not really what I was expecting for a return Bionicle. I was expecting kind of like the Lego Stars thing, like a CCBS Lego Bionicle Stars version of Tahu or Gali or all 6 of the Toamata. That would have been better. It was like a line of 6 of them in a collector's box set. That would have been better, obviously with instructions and golden masks to go with it. That would have been awesome. But I think we expect too much from Lego, and the result is we got stabbed in the back by Lego on certain occasions. They never released a Makuta set about both the combination of Mask Maker, Makuta, and Journey to One Makuta, the big guy, and the Mask of Ultimate Power. We never got that set. That would have been cool. That would have been awesome. Didn't get it. So, but hey, hats off to Lego for at least trying to do something. At least acknowledging that its legacy, So, it's a legendary theme, and of course they chose Tahu because he's the poster boy, and yeah. But this looking at this thing now, it just looks weird and just weird. It's weird, quirky, and awkward. Of course, I'm going to get the set just to have Tahu. I mean, might build some of the classic things like space and whatnot, but what am I going to do with them? I think, and this is $50, $50 freaking dollars for a multitude, like 13 to 15 classic sets that you can build. One of them being a weird representation of a Bionicle character. And I don't know. This is just weird. This is an interesting take that Lego decided to take, and I think I don't know. Post in the comment section below what your thoughts on this whole deal is, in the 30 years of play. Or was it 30 years? 90 years of play. I think is what it was called. That's what the set's called. 90 years of play, and it says classic on the box, obviously. And let me know if you all think if Bionicle was just is not being represented the best way possible, because I think it's not being represented in the best way possible. I mean, they're not. There goes a train. They're not making Bionicle sets anymore. They're not doing buildable action figures anymore. Looking at this thing, it just looks freaking disrespectful in some way. In fact, even more disrespectful than the freaking Stars Tahu. I mean, this thing is actually better looking than that thing, because at least it's got like greebly parts and whatnot, and it's actually posable. So that thing, all you could probably do is pose the arms, and that's it. No posability at all. That thing is, this version of Tahu is just weird. But hey, I'm grateful that they're bringing back in some capacity. I don't know. Let me know your thoughts on it. And yeah, stay tuned for more stuff. I'm the Zombie JLC, folks. Have a good fucking day, and peace.